Alrighty, yesterday, boys and girls, we had the first three plagues. First, that Nile blood. The Nile turned into blood. That did not make Pharaoh want to let them go. Then we had the frogs hopping all over the place. Then Pharaoh said, "I'll let you go," but he changed his mind. And then they had a little lice that was biting everyone. Well, now God says to Moses and Aaron, "Go to Pharaoh again. Go and meet him." And when he gets up early, and go and meet him and say to them, "God says, let my people go. Because if you do not let them go, there's going to be swarms of flies, big buzzing black swarms of flies. They're going to be in your houses and outside, and they're going to be everywhere. But God says, I'm going to make a difference. In the land of Goshen, where my people live, there will not be swarms of flies." But Pharaoh did not listen. And God said, "I'm going to tell you, I'm going to make this happen tomorrow." So down here in where the Israelites live in Goshen, there were no flies. But in the land of Egypt, there were flies everywhere. There was great big swarms of flies. The Egyptians even had a god that was a fly. God was showing his might over the Egyptians. God was judging the Egyptians. Boys and girls, do the Egyptians deserve to be judged? Do we deserve to be judged? But Jesus took our judgment, remember? Anyways, when Pharaoh saw all those flies, he called Moses and Aaron. He said, "Oh, please, could you appeal to God, and I'll let you worship, but just worship in the land. Don't go out in the wilderness. Just stay right here." And Moses and Aaron said, "No, because if we start sacrificing animals to the Lord, then the Egyptians will be so angry for us, because that's terrible for them. They'll kill us." "Well, okay," said Pharaoh, "you can go a little way out, but not too far. Just please ask God to make these flies go away." So when Moses and Aaron left, they asked God, "Please take the flies away." And God did. He made those swarms of flies leave. But then when Pharaoh saw that they were all gone, they probably just made them go in the wind and fly away. He thought, "We're going to let those Israelites go." And he hardened his heart. Well, then God said to Moses and Aaron, "Go to Pharaoh and tell him that if you do not let my people go, I'm going to make your livestock," that means like your cows and sheep, all the ones that are out in the field, "I'm going to make them die. They're going to die. But with my people of Goshen, their sheep and their oxen and their cows, they will not die." And it happened the very next day. The animals that were out in the field, they died in Egypt. They were dead cows and dead sheep. And Pharaoh thought, he sent some of his men and said, "Go check out, see where the Israelites, see how many dead animals they have." So those men went to Goshen, and they said to people, "Did you have any of your?" They looked like in all the fields there. There's still the sheep was there. They said, "Have any of them died?" Not one of them had died. The Pharaoh's heart was still hard. And then God said to Moses and Aaron, "Take some dust, take some ashes, take them from the ovens, some ashes. And when in the sight of Pharaoh, I want you to throw them up into heaven. And they're going to become boils, itchy boils on all the people of Egypt." And they had these big kind of red bumps that were so sore, and they were so itchy. They were on the leftover, the animals that hadn't died. They were on Pharaoh. They were on the magicians. Couldn't even, they said to Pharaoh, "We're not coming," because they were itchy and so much pain. And yet, Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he would not let the people go. So this was a nice little story. Tomorrow, we'll have 3 more plagues. Actually, maybe I should keep this part in. Let's sing our song. Sing it with me. First God sent plague number 1. The river Nile turned to blood, but Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no. And the Lord said, "Let my people go." Then God sent plague number 2. jumping frogs all over you. But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no when the Lord said, let my people go. Then God sent plague number 3, itching lice from head to knee. But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no when the Lord said, let my people go. Then God sent plague number 4, nasty flies, need we say more? But Pharaoh's heart was hard. He said no when the Lord said, let my people go. Then God sent plague number 5. Now put these 3 in. And so these are the ears of an animal. All the livestock up and died, but Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no when the Lord said, let my people go. Then God sent plague number 6. Pretend you're itching. Nasty boils that make you itch, but Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no when the Lord said, let my people go.